Good morning. What better way to start the day be today's change? I am your host, Charles Von Gaston, and happy Warrior Crush Wednesday. Listen, I'm very excited because I have a phenomenal message for y'all on this Warrior Crush Wednesday. Again, I have to say it. Thank you to everybody who's been giving me feedback. Thank you to everybody who's been tuning in, who's been listening. Y'all are phenomenal. Y'all are the reason why I do what I do. But with that being said, let's get into today's message. So again, we're on this theme of stop lying to yourself. All season, we've been talking about so many different things that we tell ourselves that are just blatant lies that really hinder us, that hold us back from getting to our full potential, that hold us back from being great and from having everything that we desire in life, from being phenomenal, right? So today's message, right? So this is episode 7. Now, the number 7 is always, associated with completeness, perfection. And so, I kind of been thinking, if you're the person who has been following everything that I've been saying throughout the course of today's change, and you're starting to see some type of success, you are starting to feel like people are leaning towards you for advice, people are looking to you for guidance. You've started to read more, you've gotten so much knowledge and so much information and so many different things like that, and you're just on a completely different level than you've ever been, right? For that person, or if you're not that person yet, you will be at some point. So this will benefit you then. But for that person that's there right now, right, you feel this sense of wholeness, this sense of completeness. Like, man, I got it all. I know all the knowledge. I know everything. Listen, anytime somebody's asking a question, I can answer. Anytime somebody needs help, I'm the person, right? I'm that guy. I'm that girl. I'm this person who has all the information. I have it all. That's me. I know it all. Right? I've mastered my craft. I know who I am. I'm strong in who I am. I'm confident in who I am. But now, the thing is when we get to that point, sometimes we start to tell ourselves that, we don't need anything else, anybody else. We have it all. And that right there, that's the lie. That's the lie that we tell ourselves, because for those of us that, that when we get to that point, it's just like, man, I've worked so hard. What else more is there for me to accomplish? I've already accomplished my goals. Why do I need anything else? Why do I want anything else? See, and one thing that really kind of sparked this message in itself is, when I was looking into, arguably the greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry, right? So his trainer, obviously everybody knows he's a fantastic player. Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer. Come on, his resume speaks for itself, right? But now, if you are somebody like Steph Curry, how do you continue to grow? Right, so I remember a few years back when he made 105 three-pointers in a row, right? Which is just crazy. Just phenomenal. But now, again, how do you continue to grow when you're setting the bar so high? How do you continue to grow, right? So his trainer said, now, instead of counting actual makes as makes, now, if the ball hits the rim at all, they count it as a miss. Now in practice, in order for him to count the shot as him actually making it, it has to hit nothing but net. And that right there, that just goes to show you that even the greats, they don't believe that, man, I have it all. There's nothing else that I can do. They're always progressing. They're always looking for more ways to elevate their game. And so that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that when we get to this point where we believe that we have it all, we're simply lying to ourselves. Because I promise you, there's always something that you can do to learn. There's always something that you can do to enhance yourself, to grow. Because you're never going to have it all. You're never going to know every single thing. And you have to understand, and you have to really sit back and think within yourself and accept this. You have to accept that you will never have it all. Because the moment that you do, you work so hard to defeat all the limits in your life, and you're just automatically putting them right back on the moment that you believe that you have it all. And now listen, that's so important. I'm going to say it again. You've worked so hard to delete all the limits in your life that the moment that you believe you have it all, you're just putting them right back on. You're putting them right back on. Like, I want you to grasp this understanding and get this knowledge that in order for you to continue to grow, one, you can't get complacent. And two, you have to remain humble, and you have to understand that there's always something to be gained in life. There's always something to be learned. Always. There's always another step, another level. And whatever you do, no matter how great, no matter how much knowledge you have on life, on your career, on your industry, whatever it is, there's always something to grow, to continue to climb. Right? So whatever industry you're in, I promise you, that industry will continue to change. If something isn't out right now about that industry, it'll change, and that thing will be out 20 years from now. Things are always changing for people going into tech, right? Tech is a field that's always changing. There's always going to be discoveries. There's always going to be inventions. There's always going to be new things. And that being said, you have to continue to move, because if you stay stagnant, people have already passed you. You're yesterday's news. And that's why you can never believe, you can never think, and you can never believe within yourself that you have it all, because I promise you, you don't. And that's the number one lie that you can tell yourself after the fact that you've already overcame everything else. See, but listen, we have come too far. We've come too far to take backward steps. And that right there, that's the message that I have for you all on today. We've come too far to take backward steps. There's no more of those. We have to continue to climb. We have to continue to grow in everything that we do, every aspect of life. We have to. And so for the rest of the week, that's what we're going to do. For the things that we feel, that we believe, that we have accomplished, that we've grown so much in, that we are so phenomenal in, we're going to look for ways to push ourselves. We're going to overanalyze everything that we do. We're going to say, okay, listen, what about this can I tweak to make it just that much better? What can I do in my everyday schedule, in my everyday life? What things am I doing right that could be better? And then we're going to push ourselves to get to that next level within the things that we are already great at. And that right there, that's how we're going to go from great to phenomenal. But until then, what better way to start the day? Be today's change. I am your host, Charles Von Gaston. Let's get it.